Hi guys, so today I will be making this chicken and kale soup for you guys with brown rice. If you guys want to see how I do this, please keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off chopping up half of a medium or a large onion, depending on how much onion you like. There's a lot of people that don't like onions. I don't mind them. I love onions. Okay, and then I'm going to chop up a tomato. It's about a medium large size tomato, or a normal size tomato, nothing too small. We're going to dice that all up. And then I'm going to also chop up some celery sticks. I have 2. And these are all going to be in the soup, okay? So we're going to do this before we start anything, okay? Just put this aside. And then I'm going to add in about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons worth of garlic. I love garlic, so I, cook with it a lot. All right, and then here I'm using 3 chicken breast fillets. And you can either cube them, slice them, make them really thin, strip them up, whatever you want, but I'm just gonna slice them right across. And then I'm gonna add in about 5 to 6 chicken thighs, okay, boneless chicken thighs. I'm going to take off any excess fat on them and then just chop them up or cut them up into little 1 to 2 inch cubes. Just make sure you get all that extra fat off. We don't need that because this is the soup that I eat, what I'm eating mainly. Okay, I've been eating it for the last 2 to 3 weeks and I do enjoy it. I do change it up every time I make it. Sometimes I add kale, sometimes I don't, or I'll add spinach. Like, you can customize it. It's soup. You can add pretty much whatever you want in there, okay? But I'm just going to show you the basic form of it, all right? And now that it's getting cold, there's nothing wrong with a nice, good, hot bowl of soup. Make you feel all better. All right, so now we're going to put all of that chicken into a stainless steel bowl or any bowl that you have. And then I'm going to grind up some fresh black pepper in a coffee grinder. And that's about a teaspoon worth of black peppercorns, and I'm just gonna add that into my chicken. I do like the taste of fresh ground black pepper. I just recently started doing this not too long ago, and I do prefer it more over the bottled black pepper. I also added in a little bit of kosher salt, and I also added in some paprika and a little bit of cayenne pepper, okay? Cayenne pepper powder. I'm also gonna add in about a tablespoon worth of extra virgin olive oil and mix that all up, and you're just gonna let it marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes. Sorry about the background noise, you guys. My neighbor is just leaving. His motorcycle's loud. Alright, so now we added about 2 tablespoons worth of extra virgin olive oil in our soup pot, or any pot that you will be using for your soup. Let it heat up and then add in your chicken and start browning your chicken a bit. You guys wanted to know what I've been eating, to go down from a size basically 13 to a size 10, and this is what I've been eating, and I do enjoy it. I feel full. I still get to eat a lot of the things I like. It's just I eat them in very small quantities, since it's in soup. So there I just added the onion, garlic, celery, and tomatoes in the soup, in the chicken. Right now it's just a chicken. It's just the base of the soup. All right, and I changed the setting on my camera so you guys can see how it looks in much more natural looking light, okay? And I'm gonna add in a can of organic chickpeas, drained. All right, we're not adding in that water, drained and washed. And then we're gonna add in about a half cup of corn, frozen corn, fresh corn, whatever you like. I think fresh corn will probably be better, but certain things I like to just hurry up and get it done. And just give that a quick stir. And then I'm gonna add in 1/4 cup of brown rice. You do not need a lot of brown rice because once it boils, it fluffs up and it gives you the satisfaction of eating rice, but in a healthier way. Okay, well, this is my opinion. If you don't want brown rice, you don't have to add it. Here I'm gonna add in a whole carton of organic chicken stock. I got this from ShopRite, and it was actually on sale, so I picked up about 12 boxes of this stuff. So I was set for at least a good month and a half worth of soup. Okay, and the carton, I believe it's either 15 ounce or 32 ounces. I'll put the direct amount of it in the description bar. I'm also going to add in 2 leaves of sage, 2 leaves of bay leaves, and about 2 to 3 leaves of thyme. I'm also going to add in some ground ginger, very small amount, and then I'm going to add in some more cayenne pepper because I like spicy food. And then I'm going to add in some whole oregano that's dried, about a teaspoon of that. And I'm also going to add in a couple of allspice, about 3 or 4. You can use ground allspice if you don't like the little seedy things, or you can ground it up yourself if you want to. We're just gonna give that a stir. I'm gonna raise the heat up. I totally forgot to tell you guys, the heat is on medium-high heat. It's been on medium-high heat for the entire part of the video. Okay, so we're gonna raise up the heat right now, add in some paprika. Give that a stir. And then I'm gonna add in some sliced carrots, about a ½ cup worth of sliced carrots. You can use diced carrots if you want to, or you can use canned carrots, but the only thing with canned carrots is it's already soft, so it might end up melting away in your soup. So I do suggest fresher carrots, like they're not canned or frozen. That will be good too. I'm gonna also add in some granulated garlic powder, about a tablespoon or a teaspoon or 2, and I'm also gonna add in about a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons worth of onion powder, and just start, you know, stirring this up. You notice it's starting to boil because we raised the heat to more high heat, not medium high, just high heat. And we're just gonna bring this to a boil. I'm gonna cover it on up, give it about 5 to 10 minutes, and then while it's cooking, go ahead, wash your kale. I wash my kale with vinegar and lots of water. I wash it 3 to 4 times because it's really dirty. And I'm just gonna chop up a really rough chop of kale right here. I'm not trying to be all fancy and have like straight lines of kale. It could be really rough. Okay, I think I have about maybe 5 to 6 stems of kale there, maybe more. I took the stem part out and just used the leaves. So I'm gonna check on the soup, just give it a stir and check to see if the rice is cooking. I'm just gonna leave it and let it boil, and I'm gonna add in about a cup of bottled water, spring water, okay, not tap water. Just give that a quick stir and cover it again. I'm just gonna let it sit for another 5 minutes. Then come back, give it a check, check that rice out. The rice is not cooked, so that's what I'm doing. I'm checking to see if it's cooked. It's not cooked to where I want it to be. All right, so I'm just gonna let that cook again. Remember guys, it's on high heat right now. In the beginning part of the video, it was on medium-high heat. Right now it's on high heat, okay? So checking the rice again. This is about 5 minutes. I keep checking every 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, and you don't want anything to burn. And then I'm gonna add in my kale once the rice is somewhat cooked. It's about 90% of the way cooked to where I want it to be. And I'm gonna add in the kale, give it a stir. Doesn't that kale look so good in there, you guys? I love kale. Lola got me loving kale. And Lola is my rabbit, by the way. You know, I'm like, well, if she likes it, I should like it too. Alright, this is going to be a really chunky, yummy soup. So I'm going to add in another cup of bottled spring water, okay, not tap water. I think the tap water gives it a weird kind of metally taste. I don't know what's in that water, but I'm not using that to cook. Give it a stir. You can cover that on up and you just let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, and you come back and you'll see the kale has changed color a bit. Okay, and we're just gonna check everything. It's pretty much almost done, you guys. Like, I don't want my kale to be overcooked. And I want to tell you something, the next day this soup tastes so good, you guys. So good. I don't really like canned soup. I've tried it, not a fan. But yeah, I'm just gonna cover that, let it cook for another 5 minutes, and then here you see it kind of thickened up. It's just this thick, chunky, delicious soup. I'm gonna add it in my bowl and I'm gonna enjoy my soup, guys. Notice I didn't add any salt in the soup, only the chicken. So the chicken, organic chicken broth has enough salt in it. So the salt was only used one time on the actual chicken. You do not have to use it if you do not want to, you know, take in any more salt. So this is how the soup looks in the bowl. And then I added some of this kind of chili paste, spicy paste. You know, I like my spicy stuff, spicy pepper. Yeah, I added some of that and gave it a stir, and it was so delicious, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking video. If you have any questions or requests, leave them down below. I'll see you guys in my next cooking tutorial. Bye, guys.